Our next speaker enters his sixth season as head coach while also concurrently serving as director of athletics at his institution. Representing the Bethany Bison is head coach Kim Weaver.
I just want to echo what everybody already said about thanking Coach Colbert and St. Vincent. They've done a fantastic job with this event for the last few years. Thanks to Joe and Shannon at the PAC office. Their leadership at the conference level is invaluable to us, to all the media people that are here, and especially to all the SIDs from the various schools. I know how hard your guys' job is now, having had the albatross of being the athletic director hung around my neck for a couple of years. I'm way more involved in that than I would like to be, and I know how hard you guys work, and I thank you and commend you for it. I also want to congratulate, as everybody else has done, the players that are here. I hope you guys understand your coaches don't take this decision lightly. It's not a situation where you just look at the roster and say, I'm going to take him. There's a lot of guys. You guys all have teammates that are really good kids and really good players and really good students, and your coaches have chosen you to come here today. So congratulations to you. I will be, other than Jeff, I will be happy to see all of you leave your schools because I'm very tired of playing against all of you, and it's always good for me to see you guys and put names with faces and then watch you ride off into the sunset and get jobs. So that don't include scoring touchdowns or sacking my quarterback. So good luck and congratulations to all of you guys. We're very excited about the 2011 season at Bethany. It's an important year in our program. I had a talk with Coach Karras. I was the NCAA site rep for a playoff game between Mount Union and Delaware Valley, two really, really good programs. And I told him I just finished year 5. He said, the second 5 years of everybody's tenure is always much, much better than the first 5 years. And if you can make it to 5, the second 5 should be better. And we really feel like we've put ourselves in a position in the football program at Bethany to do that. We need to build on our success of 2010. I have never spoken this late at this function before, so I'm kind of happy to do that, and I'd like to delay it a few more guys next year if that's going to be possible. We had our first 5-5 season in a very long time at Bethany, our first winning PAC record since the 1980 championship team. And I think as important as anything is we played 6 games that were decided in the fourth quarter, the last 10 minutes, and we went 4-2 in those games. So that tells me that our guys are mature, and we're maturing, and we're starting to believe in ourselves and become a lot more confident in ourselves in late game situations. We do have a lot of productive players coming back. We had a really, really good off season and a very good spring. We lost a senior class that was not full of all PAC guys, but it was full of really, really good leaders. And I think when you have a senior class that doesn't have a lot of guys that play, it says a lot about their leadership and their character, as all the coaches have spoken about. Our players are character guys, and we're very proud of that. But most of our production is back. We'll be led by 4 captains. Eric Walker, who is after 460 yards, I think, Rosie can correct me on the exact number, will become Bethany's all-time leading rusher. He already has our career touchdown record. He had that in the middle of his junior year and is pulling away from that. Corey Potter, who will be one of our centers, who wanted me to personally thank Jared for making him work as hard as he did in the offseason. He had no chance against you last year. He said it right to my face after the game. He said, tell that kid if he shows up, thanks, because I'm really strong now. So... But Corey, for example, again, talking along the lines of the other coaches, Corey was named the outstanding English student at Bethany. He's got well over a 3.0 GPA in English, and he's going to end up doing great. Junior linebacker Kyle Arrington, who will be a 3-year starter. He started every game for us. He's a 2-sport guy. He was the best player on our lacrosse team in the spring. He's a pre-med student with well over a 3.5 GPA. And our 4th captain will be junior wide receiver Jonathan Foster, who at our all-athletes banquet was named. It was announced that he has the highest grade point average of all male student athletes at Bethany with a 3.967. He got an A- last spring, which really made me mad at him. But those 4 guys are going to lead us, again, all high character, productive players. And we've got a bunch of other leaders. Jeff, among that group, Jeff came in as a quarterback 3 years ago. We kind of slashed him around. He played some receiver. And then we finally put him in the home where he belonged last year at defensive back. He had a very good, productive season for us as a kick returner, as a secondary guy. The last time anybody saw him on film, he was laying face down after a big hit in the St. Vincent game. He's fully recovered. He went in and got all tuned up, concussion fixed, had some shoulder surgery while he was at it, and we're expecting big things from Jeff out of Baldwin High School for all the Western PA guys. Coaching continuity, again, it's been mentioned a couple of times. We've only had one coaching change. Our secondary coach, Jacoby Watkins, comes and joins us. He played at North Carolina and played a couple of years at the Miami Dolphins. We're excited to have him. But again, continuity at that position helps leadership and really bodes well, I think, for us, our transition into this year. Will, for the first time since I've been there, we'll have more veterans than freshmen, which I think is a tipping point again for really good programs. We're going to be about 75 returners and about 58 to 62 freshmen. So we'll be in that 130, 135 player range, just about like everybody else, but with much more veteran experience. We'll be led on offense by our deep, experienced offensive line. I mentioned Corey Potter. We have 4 of the 5 starters back to replace our 5th starter, South Allegheny grad Jason Soltis, who was first team All PAC. Evan Sargo will be in that mix from Sarah Catholic. Alex Tyree from Gateway is going to be in that mix. But we really only have to replace one guy, and we're deep and we're talented and we're experienced there. We mentioned Eric at running back. We expect big things from Nico Irizarry, who played a lot for us as a freshman. He'll be back as a sophomore. We've added a couple of talented freshmen to that mix also. We have a lot of guys at wide receiver. Other than Jonathan, I'm not going to mention any of them because they've been told a million times somebody needs to step up. We have a bunch of guys who can run fast and catch the ball, but we need somebody to develop into that guy, that go-to guy, so that we know who we can throw it to on third down. There's plenty of ability there. Someone's just got to surface, and we think that's one of our biggest challenges. Our quarterback will return. Matt will be a sophomore, Mac Ramard, who can run it and throw it. He's got a really dynamic skill set. He's a very big kid. He was on campus at Bethany all summer, working out, lifting weights, throwing, doing everything he had to do, doing all that stuff. So we're expecting big things out of him. Depth at that position is a concern. We're not exactly sure who the backup will be. That job's very, very wide open. Made a big improvement defensively in 2010 from our previous years. We've got 4 good starters back on the offensive line. We've got 2 athletic playmakers at defensive end, and Kasib Talibdin and Prince Aguzi. Those guys will both be back. And Blake DeBoard and Zach Burton return at DT. Again, that's a position where depth is a concern. We don't have a lot of depth there, but we do have proven players, so if we can stay healthy, we should be okay. DB's depth is not the problem, but we've got to find 4, 5, and 6 guys who can go out there and play a position, and we had a lot of injuries, and we shifted a bunch of guys around last year. We have a lot of depth, we have a lot of talent, but we need to get some guys to play certain positions and get better at it and be good. Our strength on defense will be our linebackers. I mentioned Kyle Arrington. Gage Latozo started every game for us last year. He'll be back. Those 2 guys will be there, and we have a lot of depth behind those guys. So, again, it's an important year for our program. We're excited about where we are. We're very excited about where we're heading. And, again, to the players here especially, you guys have done great things with your careers. Congratulations, and thank you to everyone again, and we will see you on Saturdays this fall.